Why do you think you guys had so much success today, especially down the stretch?
I think the reason is that we came together as a team and we were mission driven. We wanted that game more than they did, and so our actions showed it.
Charlie Goldsmith.
Does this win against UC mean more to you, considering that you were the one kind of running the show for Xavier?
Yes, I mean it means a lot to my team to win the crosstown shootout. We only get every other year to go there and beat them on their home court, and that's a big accomplishment.
Adam.
Your coach said ahead of this game that the shootout's always a player's game. That big time players make big time plays in big time games, and it looked like you were ready for that today. Can you explain why you were still ready?
Um, I wanted this win for my team more than anything, and me being the senior, me being the captain, I came out and did what I needed to do.
Adam.
Today was the first time we got to see a couple new Xavier players. And what did you think of the way that Adam Kunkel and Colby Jones, and I know CJ didn't play that much, but how did they handle themselves today, in your opinion?
I feel like they all came in and played big minutes. Kunk hit two big threes. Uh, Kobe came in and played great defense. CJ came in, got a board, and played great defense. And all those things just add up into that win.
Charlie.
What did you think of Dewan Odom down the stretch, taking the ball and getting to the line and then making some key free throws?
Oh, that was very tough right there. With him being a freshman, always, what I'm saying, yeah, that was just big.
Any other questions for Paul?
Yeah, Tom, Joe D.
Joe Danneman.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, you obviously have played in this game, in this atmosphere now several times. This is the most unique crosstown shootout certainly you've seen. I think we've all seen. What was it like to play in a rival game without an atmosphere?
I just treated it the same as any game. Fans or not, I'm going to play the same.
Tom.
Paul Doherty.
Yeah. Why do you think Xavier wanted to win this game more than Cincinnati, and how did that show itself during the game?
I just felt like it meant more to us, and it showed by us taking care of the ball. When they pressured us, we took care of the ball and knocked down key free throws.
Hey, Tom, it's Keenan.
Go ahead, Keenan.
Hey, Paul, towards the end of the game there, I don't know if you were in that huddle, where you were exactly, but it seemed like Travis got pretty hyped and started smacking some guys upside the head.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of walk me through that, man. That seemed like a pretty special moment for you guys.
Yeah, man, whenever a coach gets hyped, man, that always gets the team riled up, and we came out and we executed.
Were you expecting to get slapped upside the head? Did you get slapped
I
upside the
wasn't,
head?
but I mean, that added a little fire.
You guys were it was a 19-7 run, I think, to close the game out. What was the reason for that? Biggest reason in your mind?
Like I said, just hitting key free throws and taking care of the ball down the stretch.
Jeremy.
Hey, Paul, this team is now 6-0, and you guys have won in a lot of different ways. But winning a game like this, the way you guys grinded that out, did you learn anything about your team and its grit in those last 6 minutes?
We stick with each other no matter what. Through adversity, through thick and thin, we always stick with each other, and that's what gives us that winning mentality.
One last question for Paul. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Adam.
Zach, you guys were down, I think, 62 to 58 with something like 7 minutes left to play. You went on 19-7 in this game. What do you think the difference was in those final 7 minutes. Why were you guys able to pull it together the way you were?
I mean, them last 7 minutes, that's winning time. So, you know, that's when you really going to see who wants to win the game more. And, I mean, I think we showed we wanted it more today. And we were just able to stay together the whole time and never like, give up on each other, quit on each other.
Jeremy?
Zach, you guys, you know, winning a second straight year, you now personally are 2-0 in the shootout. What does it mean to you as a player? I mean, we can see how much it means watching you guys out there in this game, but what does it mean to be undefeated against your rival in the city?
I mean, it's a really good feeling. I try to treat every game the same and all, but it's a little something different when it comes to UC, and to be 2-0 in that series feels really good, and now I just got to try and keep it that way.
Adam?
Zach, how would you describe like how intense the shootout is to play in? Where does it sort of rank on the schedule in your career in games in that sense?
I mean, the shootout's very intense. Both teams don't like each other. Both teams is really trying to go at each other and all. It's a really physical game. It's usually one of the more physical games of the whole year. So it's really intense. It's hard to rank it because every game's so different, but it's a very intense game.
Did you
Zach, you guys saw Chris Scruggs just 1 rebound today. Was that something you guys talked about as far as just being more physical than him, or was it something you guys saw on film where you could attack that and keep the ball from him?
I mean, one of the biggest parts of our game plan for this game was to go out and rebound the ball and do our best to keep them off the glass. So that was a really huge key to this game, and I think we did pretty good on it.
Adam?
How much of a boost do you think it gave you guys what happened yesterday with, you know, Kunkel getting his waiver and Colby and CJ coming out of quarantine? Was that sort of uplifting for your team and invigorating?
It was really invigorating because we didn't know either if it was going to happen. And then halfway through practice, I think 2 days ago, CJ and Kobe just walk in like unannounced. And I mean, that was one of the best feelings we've had in a while. And then same sort of deal happened yesterday where Kunkel just got the notification during practice. So, like, we find out both of these during practice, and it gives us a lot of energy and makes practice go really well.
Adam?
Did you hear from any former players, maybe a message from Tyreek or Najee or Quentin ahead of this game? Travis talks about how that's a popular sort of circumstance surrounding this game where former players will reach out and talk to guys that are currently on the team. Did that happen for you?
It actually did, yeah. Najee gave me a call a couple nights ago. Had a good conversation with him about this game and other stuff.
Any other questions for Zach? Jeremy?
Zach, I'm just curious, you know, every coach is different. I know Chris Mack would do things to motivate his team, whether rational or not. Does Travis or anyone else on staff, did you guys have some kind of a motivating piece, a chip on your shoulder kind of thing to get you motivated for this game?
Nah, nothing special for this game. I mean, we treat every game the same, game planning and all that stuff. So it wasn't anything special to get us motivated for the game. We didn't really need any extra motivation. We want to win every game we play in.
One last question for Zach.
Tom, can I jump in there?
Go.
You've mentioned how physical this game was that you guys didn't need any extra motivation for, but I couldn't help but see Travis kind of get a little hype at the end of the game and start slapping some guys around a little bit. What was your reaction when you kind of felt that hand on your face? If he slapped you?
Yeah, I was the first one he slapped. I definitely got it the worst. I was like, damn, he hit pretty hard. I wasn't expecting that. That was my only reaction.
Did it give you any extra oomph in those last couple minutes of that game? It seemed like you guys really took hold and kind of embraced that moment.
I mean, I guess it must have. I don't really remember it too much, but I mean, if that's what happened, that's what happened.
Thanks, Zach.
You good? All right, thank you.